Death is not the opposite of life, it is the complement. So said Alan Watts, the British philosopher who brought Eastern mysticism to the Western world, not as dogma, but as a living experience. In his teachings, death is not a failure, not a punishment, not even an ending, but a rhythm, a return, a dissolution of the illusion we call the self. Watts often asked us to reflect, what was it like before you were born? Not frightening, not painful, just nothing. And yet that nothing was not a void, but the fertile silence from which everything arises. Just as a tree produces leaves, he said, the universe peoples. And when your body dies, the energy, the consciousness you are, returns to that universe, like a wave sinking back into the ocean. To him, death was like the moment between breaths, the pause before the next creation. He challenged the Western fear of death, calling it a cultural misunderstanding. We fear death because we believe we are separate from the cosmos, cut off from the eternal dance of life and form. But if we see ourselves as expressions of the whole, then death becomes something else entirely, a homecoming. To go to sleep and never wake up, that's one side of death, Watts explained. But to wake up having never gone to sleep, that's birth. And they are the same process. He drew from Taoism, Buddhism, and Hinduism, not to preach reincarnation or heaven, but to encourage a deeper awareness that the fear of death dissolves when we see clearly that we were never born as separate beings. We were never truly isolated. What we call I is simply the universe experiencing itself, temporarily. So in death, we do not vanish, we transform. We become part of everything we always were, the stars, the rivers, the silence, the space between moments. Dying is only the tip of the iceberg, Watts said. It is the great letting go, and in that release, there is freedom beyond fear. So when you contemplate death, don't do so with dread, do so with awe, because in the mystery of death, as Alan Watts knew so well, lies the key to truly living. Explore more Alan Watts teachings, subscribe and journey deeper.